Welcome back to Live Wire and a very good afternoon. I'm Siddharth Talia. Now from Kerala, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today accused the Congress as well as the left parties. He's accused them of spreading panic during wartime, urging citizens to remain vigilant against what he described as fear-mongering amid escalating tensions in West Asia. Addressing a gathering in Kerala, Prime Minister Modi said that at a time when the country should stand united, the opposition was indulging in politics. He said, and I quote, during wartime, the left and the Congress are creating panic and fear in the country. Let's listen into what he said.
कांग्रेस पार्टी जानबूझकर उकसाने वाले बयान दे रही है, गैर जिम्मेवार बयान दे रही है, ताकि स्थितियां बिगड़ जाएं, हमारे लोग वहां संकट में फंस जाएं। गल्फ में चल रहे युद्ध में हमें आत्मनिर्भरता का महत्व भी फिर से समझाया है। एनर्जी हो या फिर अन्य सेक्टर, भारत हर क्षेत्र में आत्मनिर्भर बनने का प्रयास कर रहा है और वर्तमान संकट ने एक बार फिर इसे सिद्ध किया है कि आत्मनिर्भर होना कितना जरूरी है।
Well, let me go across to my colleague Dharini because Prime Minister Narendra Modi will of course be in Trichy as well in Tamil Nadu. Dharini, the Prime Minister has already set the tone because he's already accused the Congress party as well as the left of rumor mongering, of trying to spread panic at a time that tensions are escalating in the Middle East. He's also called on the citizens of India to remain vigilant and not get swayed by the pronouncements of the opposition.
Well, definitely, the Prime Minister is calling the opposition's accusations as fear-mongering, and he goes on to say that the opposition should not spread panic among the residents as the geopolitical situation in the Middle East is getting volatile day after day. So this he spoke in Kerala, and following that he'll be visiting Trichy district in Tamil Nadu in a short while. From now on, in Trichy, the Prime Minister will be inaugurating and flagging off infrastructural and developmental projects worth 5,650 crores. And these projects are mostly based out of sectors such as natural gas and petroleum, infrastructure, rural connectivity, and highway development. So these projects are worth 5,650 crores. And remember, this is the Prime Minister's, in fact, third high-profile visit to Tamil Nadu ahead of impending assembly elections. He came to Maduranthagam in Chekalpete district of Tamil Nadu first. And subsequently, just a few days back, he had come to Madurai. And during his visit to Madurai earlier, he also offered prayers at the Tiruparanguntham Murugan temple. And following Madurai, today the Prime Minister will be, attending a public meeting, NDA public meeting in Trichy district of Tamil Nadu. And all the NDA leaders in the state, including ADMK General Secretary Edappadi Palaniswamy, AMMK's TT Vidyanathan and PMK's Anbumani Ramadas, all of them will be sharing the stage with the Prime Minister. And the last time while speaking in Madurai, the Prime Minister made it very clear that the PMK is very anti-Hindu, and he also spoke about the alleged corruption that is being witnessed in multiple departments in Tamil Nadu under the PMK. He spoke about the dynasty politics too in length. So today also, the Prime Minister is expected to level such allegations against the DMK. He is expected to make scathing attacks at the DMK, and we have to wait and see how the DMK is going to respond to all these remarks that are being made by the Chief Prime Minister time and again.
All right, Dharini, stay with us. But we are also getting some political reactions now. We have Mr. Rashid Alvi of the Congress party also joining us. Good afternoon to you, sir. The Prime Minister said something during the rally that he addressed in the state of Kerala. He said that the opposition, including the Congress as well as the left, are indulging in a lot of rumor mongering at a time that there's a crisis in West Asia. He's also asked the citizens of India to remain vigilant and not get swayed by the comments coming from the Congress and the left. What do you have to say in response to what the Prime Minister said?
Who should be vigilant? It is government, not we, not opposition. And there are so many questions. Prime Minister Narendra Modi knew each and everything. I have given so many statements in this regard. Just one day earlier, he was in Israel. People are very much doubtful whether he knew about this war or not. He had long conversation with Netanyahu. It is not possible that Netanyahu would have not shared it. He's going to attack on Iran. And even our gas, more than 150 Iranians, warship of Iran, they were our guests, have been destroyed, have been killed. Who is responsible for this? It is our government responsible for this. More than 1 week, everybody was silent. Khamenei, he is like Pope for a community, and he had following not only in Iran, all over the world. Prime Minister didn't say even a single word.
Okay.
What is this? It is our responsibility to raise questions on behalf of the country of our country.
But the BJP will tell you, Mr. Alvi, that if not the Prime Minister, the Foreign Secretary did visit the Iranian embassy. He signed a condolence message. The Ministry of External Affairs also tweeted its condolences over the killing of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei as well. So that's something that the Congress party had been demanding, including Sonia Gandhi as well, in that editorial that she wrote in a national daily. We also have some more reactions. Thank you, Mr. Alvi. We also have Anurag Bhadoria joining us. Bhadoria ji, प्रधानमंत्री केरला में जाके कह रहे हैं कि ऑपोजिशन और लेफ्ट अफवाहें फैला रही हैं, पैनिक सिचुएशन क्रिएट करने की कोशिश कर रही हैं और जनता सावधान रहे इस तरह की स्टेटमेंट से जो लेफ्ट और कांग्रेस कह रही है करंट क्राइसिस के बारे में. इसके बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
देखो, मैं तो सिर्फ एक ही बात कहूंगा. हम भी चाहते हैं कि समाज के अंदर में एलपीजी के दाम ना बढ़ें, डीजल पेट्रोल की क्राइसिस ना हो, क्योंकि हिंदुस्तान तो हमारा अपना ही है, अपने ही लोग हैं, अपना ही खून है. लेकिन अगर एलपीजी 60 रुपए बढ़ जाएगा तो ये क्या अफवाह है? तो सरकार बता दे 60 रुपए एलपीजी के दाम नहीं बढ़े हैं, ये सरकार क्लियर कर दे. या जो लोग जो न्यूज़पेपर ये लिख रहे हैं कि भाई किल्लत हो रही है, दिक्कतें हो रही हैं, या जो कटौती कर रहे हैं, कई होटल्स अगर मान लो नहीं बंद हो रहे हैं तो क्लियर कर दे सारे होटल्स जहां पे कटौती नहीं हो रही है. क्योंकि हमें चिंता होती है कि हमारे एम्प्लॉय जो हमारे लोग हैं वो बेरोजगार ना हो. हमारी और कोई चिंता नहीं ना, बेरोजगार हो तो अच्छा ही है ना. मैं तो चाहता हूँ कि सारे होटल्स चलें, सारी इंडस्ट्री चले, सबको काम मिले, यही तो हमारी इच्छा है. हम कब चाहते हैं किसी का रोजगार जाए? हम कब चाहते हैं कि एलपीजी के दाम बढ़ जाएं? हम तो नहीं चाहते ना. अगर सरकार को लगता है कि एलपीजी के दाम 60 रुपए नहीं बढ़े हैं तो सरकार बता दे नहीं बढ़े हैं, ये अफवाह है. आपको अगर कोई 60 रुपए ज्यादा ले रहा है तो आपको नहीं देना है, क्योंकि अफवाह है. बोल दीजिए, बात खत्म हो जाए, उसमें क्या दिक्कत है? मैं यही बात कह रहा हूँ. इसमें विपक्ष और कहाँ से आ गया? मुझे तो नहीं लगता इसमें विपक्ष कहीं है. भाई तो सरकार की जिम्मेदारी है, सरकार बोल दे कि नहीं एलपीजी के दाम बढ़े हैं, ये सब अफवाह है. जो आपसे ले रहा है ज्यादा पैसे, उस पर कार्रवाई होगी.
ये तो कहा है कि किसी तरह के भी होर्डिंग वो स्वीकार नहीं करेंगे, इसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई होगी, ये सरकार ने कहा है. बट थैंक यू मिस्टर भडोरिया फॉर योर पर्सपेक्टिव ऑन दिस. वी आल्सो हैव अर्पिता जॉइनिंग अस. अर्पिता, व्हाट द प्राइम मिनिस्टर सेड व्हाइल ही वाज इन केरला is very significant indeed, because there are lots of Malayalis who live in the Gulf, a large Indian diaspora, a large Malayali diaspora that stays in that part of the world as well. So all the more important that the Prime Minister is emphasizing that there should be no rumor mongering and needless panic being spread over what's taking place in that part of the world.
Well, rightly said, Siddharth. He has given an assurance to people of Kerala that, in fact, he said that it is definitely a concerning situation where Gulf countries, West Asian countries are in war. But he has given an assurance that people of Kerala should not worry about it, because it is the NDA-led BJP government who is in power. And when they are in power, they will do everything to save the Indians who are stuck there. So there is no need to panic. There is no need to worry, is what Prime Minister has said when he was addressing people in Kochi. In fact, the other thing that he has mentioned is that Congress is politicizing this issue, and Congress and left together, they're trying to create a panic situation at this time. But he has said that people should not bother about that, because the embassies across the country are working for the people, and they're available, and they're doing everything that can be done to save Indians who are stuck there. So there's no need to worry. And the other thing he has spoken about is Atmanirbharta, and he has said that during this Gulf War, it has made it clear that how Atmanirbharta is an important thing, and it has given us a lot of this during the Gulf War. It has made us
All right,
understand that
I just
how
need to
important-
interrupt you for a moment because we also have Pradeep Bhandari, national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, now joining us. Mr. Bhandari, the Congress Party, the Samajwadi Party and the left are now saying that they're not indulging in any kind of rumour mongering as is being alleged on the part of the Prime Minister. They're essentially telling the people of India that we do have a crisis at hand as far as our energy demand is concerned and the availability of LPG is concerned, and that they're only doing their job as an opposition to be raising these issues. What's your counter to that argument coming from the opposition?
Well, the Honorable Prime Minister has exposed the agenda of the Congress Party, which is to create panic and to spread fake news. Is it true or not that the Honorable Minister of External Affairs has given a statement on the floor of the Parliament? Is it true or not that India's domestic consumption continues to thrive and there is no disruption in it compared to what the other countries are facing? Is it true or not that the Honorable Prime Minister yesterday gave a clarion call that the common man will not suffer? So when the government is taking everybody on board, the Congress intentionally is spreading fake news because the Congress wants to politically profit from a crisis. But as the people of the country have shown the Congress Party a mirror, even during the time of COVID or during the time of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, but the Congress Party is unwilling to realize and understand because Rahul Gandhi's politics is traditionally anti-India. Recall the video of the Rahul Gandhi when he said at the AI summit, post the AI summit, that देखा कांग्रेस के युवा जबाजों को क्या कमाल कर दिया AI summit में, which tells you that the Congress here is not indulging in criticism or indulging in genuine concern. The Congress is indulging in spreading panic on the basis of fake news because the Congress politically wants to profit. The people of the country will continue to show the mirror to the Congress Party and defeat the agenda of the Congress, which is negative, which is mischievous.
Thanks, Mr. Bhandari. You did mention Rahul Gandhi. Well, the LOP was in Parliament earlier today when there was a debate unfolding over the motion to remove the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, and this is what Rahul Gandhi had to say during the course of that discussion.
This House does not represent one party. This House represents the whole country. Every time we get up to speak, we are stopped from speaking. Multiple times. In the last time I spoke, I raised fundamental questions about the compromises that has been made by our Prime Minister. For the first time in Indian history, पहली बार हमारे इतिहास में लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन को नहीं बोलने दिया.
Okay.
नहीं सर, मैं खत्म नहीं किया. मैं खत्म नहीं किया सर.
We will speak after the debate.
आप रोक रहे मुझे. मैंने खत्म नहीं किया. मेरा नाम लिया गया है.
ओके, आप आपका विषय बोल दिया है ना. आपने अपना विषय.
Last time I raised the issue of the Prime Minister being compromised. I raised the issue of Mr. Narawane. I raised the issue of Epstein.
Honorable LP.
Our Prime Minister has been compromised. Everybody knows.
Now, here's what the Prime Minister said a short while back about the Congress and the left, how the UDF and the LDF have let down the people of Kerala. He also fired a Yuvraj jibe at Rahul Gandhi.
एलडीएफ और यूडीएफ ने केरलम को युवा शक्ति से वंचित कर दिया है और कांग्रेस को तो केरलम के युवाओं पर, देश के युवाओं के सामर्थ्य पर भरोसा ही नहीं है. केरलम के लोगों ने तो देखा है कि कांग्रेस के युवराज को ये भी नहीं पता कि भारत के युवा आज ड्रोन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में कितनी कमाल कर रहे हैं. उनको ये भी नहीं पता कि केरलम के ही युवा स्टार्टअप ड्रोन बना रहे हैं जो सिर्फ अपने छोटे से दायरे में ही सिमटा हो. उसको देश का विकास नहीं दिखाई देगा. उसे केरलम के युवाओं का सामर्थ्य समझ ही नहीं आएगा.
So that was the Prime Minister speaking in Kerala. We'll take a short break right now. We'll come back with more on the other side.